So what else is out there, man?
Not much. I don't know if the person's going to call in or not, but I met somebody in the hospital today that had a pretty bad accident, and it's just one of those situations where, again, I feel bad that there's not much I can do. The person had a real bad injury and is going to have big hospital bills, and fortunately, she has $50,000 worth of uninsured motorist coverage that will pay her. The at-fault party who caused a head-on crash probably has no insurance that's going to pay her.
Yeah.
Fortunately, she has health insurance that'll pay medical bills. But, she called me out to hire me to represent her, and I said, look, there's no reason for me to take a third of your money because the insurance company is going to pay it.
Right. They're going to pay it. So you have a lot closed case. There's no reason for you to have me here.
Once they see, the extent of your injuries, your hospital bill, when you get out of the hospital, you'll get your bill, ask for your record, send it to the insurance company, and they'll pay you.
Yeah.
So and they thank me because I think some other lawyers would have said, "Oh, just sign right here, and I'll make sure I get you the money."
And get a third of the cash.
Easy meal ticket, baby.
And you said the person that hit her, was maybe lived in an area that was not conducive to usually having a lot of insurance or whatever.
Correct. Yeah, very very poor area, and the insurance company that insured that person is one of the companies that usually doesn't write coverage that would protect someone if they cause their injuries. Usually they write the bare minimums.
Let me ask you a question, man. Obviously there are a number of. Is this her?
Yeah, Sharon.
Yeah, very nice. Right. Hey, Sharon, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Fine, thank you. How are you?
Hey, you doing good? We were actually just talking about your case with Glenn. He's on the phone with us right now.
Yeah, actually it's her daughter, but Sharon was there.
My daughter.
Yeah. So what do you think about that, huh? An attorney telling you not to hire him?
Well, first of all, I have been listening to him on the radio on your show for a long time, and I told my daughter, this is a guy that you really, he would tell you, the truth and help you really. We've had experience with some of the bigger attorneys and not had such great results. Glenn is amazing. He was honest, and he really told her, I could tell you I could take your money and do this, but it's not going to help you. That's really a gentleman that I would recommend to anybody.
I got to tell you, it's so weird because it's so odd for an attorney to say that. You're wondering if there's a scam even in that. Like you're wondering, what is this guy up? What's this guy up to?
Why don't you want my money?
Why don't you want my money? I demand you to take a third of this to make sure I think you're doing it right, sir.
Yeah, I've got a conscience. That's all.
Yes, he does.
Well,
my daughter is a special ed teacher, and she's on a tight budget, and I really appreciate that he was honest with her and told her the best way to help her.
Well, listen, man, I can't thank you enough for listening to the program, and of course, it's so nice to hear that you're using Glenn. I mean, we've said this about Glenn for about 12 years on the air now, and trying to convince people, hey, look, he's gonna be honest with you. He's not there to just steal from you. He wants you to get the best situation for you and your family, and I'm glad that we could illustrate that with your case. So thanks for calling, Sharon.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're welcome.
And I gave her the advice that how she should handle dealing with the health insurance and dealing with all the other stuff. And I have that knowledge. I'm happy to give it to people, and I don't need to be paid for doing it.
Yeah, I agree. That's
great job having uninsured motorist coverage.
It is.
Bravo.
Yeah, bravo.
Absolutely. As much as you can afford, which she had.
Thanks, Sharon. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You got it, man. That's awesome.
Thank you, Sharon.
Now that's an ad. I mean, that's the best thing you could say, right? The attorney that wouldn't take my money, he just gave me the right advice to get me where I needed to be for that moment.
Yeah. Well,
that's good.
He might not be in business for long, but
that's true. That's true.
And karma's going to take care of it.
This is